So Harry, will you ask Madeline if she likes school for me?
Yeah.
For me.
You like school? Yes. Do you want to speak in school? No.
Madeline Rains has a rare anxiety disorder called selective mutism. It means in certain situations she is quite literally struck dumb. Even Madeline's mum finds it hard to understand.
She'll talk when we're outside to me, so long as there's nobody that she sees that she recognises. If she sees anybody she recognises, she'd be quiet. She's quiet. But as soon as we walk into shops, she goes silent and won't answer. The exception is the supermarket. Okay, lemon slices.
You said Mr. Kipling.
It's actually as if she feels more at home there. She speaks in a louder voice.
Ellie's having those toys.
Okay.
No, I want to live long. Can we have 2?
2 each. What would 2 each be?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
She'll speak to members of adults in the house. She'll speak to family members. She speaks to other children when they come here. But family friends, people that she's known really since as long as she can remember, she won't speak to them. And that's really strange. My brother, we only ever see him once a year, and she'll speak to him when he comes, but she won't speak to my friends that she sees every day because they're not family members. It just doesn't make sense, really.
I'm lost! That's don't fall off.
Madeline's rules are complex and sometimes contradictory. They are also very strict.
I blew up myself!
We've been filming with Madeline for a few weeks, but when we accidentally overhear her, it becomes apparent that we've broken one of these rules.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You didn't know we were there.
And we get a glimpse of just how distressed she can become when her code of silence is breached.
All right, sweetheart, give me a kiss. All right? Come on.
Madeline has been assessed by a paediatrician and a psychologist, but so far no one has been able to help. So Rosie has been doing her own research in a bid to find a way to treat her daughter's condition. And she's discovered a manual written by an expert on selective mutism, which offers practical advice.
I actually went through the manual, and as I was reading it, so much of it, it was just Madeline that I was reading, and I've written in it and I've scribbled next to all the aspects of a selective mute and related it to Madeline. See, I've ticked almost everything there, so you know, that really helped me to see that really she was quite typical, and so if she was typical, then this programme that's worked with other children should work with her. Is it that way round?
The manual explains a technique called sliding in.
Working, what's that?
It's a very gradual process which will involve encouraging Madeline to speak when other adults are listening. Rosie's hoping that with the help of Madeline's teachers, she will be able to get her to start talking in school.
This is the room where I'm going to be doing the sliding in with Madeline. The idea is that I'll sit at the table with her and start off by playing a game, and the classroom assistant will be standing outside, probably to start with in the corridor, and then gradually move nearer towards the door with the door closed, and then with the door open, and then gradually come into the room.
Rosie hopes that the sliding in sessions may be the solution she's been searching for. Like Madeline, Robert has his own strange set of rules. He won't talk to any of his classmates either in school or outside. The one exception is a boy from school called Samuel.
When his only friend Samuel comes round, he's just a completely different little boy. and he becomes very active and happy and chatty, and it's just so lovely to see that. I think Samuel was very kind to him and took care of him, so I think he began to trust him. And although he doesn't speak to him at school, we invited Samuel around, and eventually he didn't speak to him to begin with, but then at the end, when we got in the car, he just decided to say something, and Samuel just couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe what he heard. He just said, "He spoke. Did you hear him? Did you hear him? He spoke."
I did. I was just like...
At home, the two friends can chat normally.
No, but it's because everyone was shouting.
But back at school, even Samuel can't persuade Robert to speak. Even outside school, Robert's selective mutism can trip him up when he least expects it. In church, Robert should be able to talk freely. In fact, he's taken on a speaking part in a Bible story.
Help me, I'm dying.
Ooh, what an ugly mess.
And he passed by.
You did really well done. Well done. Yeah?
Although Robert has managed to say his lines, he suddenly seems very unhappy. Later on, he explains that he spotted someone he associates with school. According to the rules of his selective mutism, they shouldn't have heard his voice.
When I actually said the line, and as soon as I walked past, I saw him, I recognised him, so I just went completely silent, hoping he wouldn't recognise me. I didn't expect he would be there, because I think that was the first time he's ever been there.
Was it a bit of a shock for you?
It was like if someone like sneaks up on you and then starts shouting, and you know when they were there, you get a fright. Just like that.
Robert has seen various health professionals and had specialist help at school, but the recommended therapies haven't worked. Now his parents have reached a crisis point.
We've got to the stage now where we're pretty desperate. We don't think there's that much time left before things get to a stage where we won't be able to alter things. Came across an American site for the Selective Mute Association over there, and they had some accounts of where the child has been given Prozac, which obviously is a sort of drug that you've heard about. I mean, I know it's mainly dealing with for adults, but we're willing to try something obviously a little bit risky, because the alternative is him withdrawing into a world of silence on his own. And it is a case of doing it now, not, you know, we can't wait any longer.
I am aware of the fact that Prozac is not generally prescribed to children, but is not being able to be a proper little boy and do things that other little boys do. So I'm quite willing to try anything that will help him overcome his anxiety.
Okay, you go. Come on.
I just feel if we don't try, then we won't know.
Robert has already been assessed to see if he's suitable to be treated with Prozac. But it will be up to the consultant psychiatrist to make the final decision. Today, Madeleine's mum is starting the sliding in sessions. The aim is to build up Madeline's confidence so that eventually she can talk in front of another adult.
Explain to Mrs. Petley what we're going to do. This one is what we're going to do today, Mummy and Madeline talking, but Mrs. Petley's going to walk out of the room and stand down the corridor. Now, would you like to come and show Mrs. Petley where you would feel comfortable with her standing outside? Madeline, come and show Mrs. Petley where you think, or shall I take Mrs. Petley down the room? And listen, Madeline, she's not going to come into the room until you're ready. Mrs. Petley's by the classroom door, Madeline, okay? She can't hear you from there, all right, if I shut the door? I'd like you to talk to me in here, because that's part of why I'm here at school, isn't it, to help you? Sweetheart? Madeline, that's why I'm here at school, to help you. No, don't hit me, that's not on. Now you're finding it difficult, aren't you? But I'd like to make it so it's not difficult. Where would you like Mrs. Petley to stand so she can do it? Would you like me to... Madeline, it's just me and you in here. What's it going to... Madeline, you don't need to hide from me.
I knew exactly what I was going to say and what I thought Madeline was going to say back to me. And when it didn't happen, I was stuck.
To know...
It was like it was a dead end. It's like we'd hit another brick wall.
It's comfortable for you to talk, Madeline.
And I just felt... But I've thought, I've gone through everything. You know, it's not supposed to be happening like this.
And it's a shame.
Over the next month, Rosie does everything she can think of to encourage Madeline to cooperate.
And that's why we're doing it. So please, can we start off talking? We'll play the number game, because that's a good game, isn't it? 1.
But the sessions just go from bad to worse.
Sweetheart.
And for Rosie, the strain is beginning to show.
Play a game with you.
I've put in so much effort to try and sort out what's causing this problem. You know, why is she just persisting in not speaking? Why is it carrying on? Why does everything we try, I mean, we do make some progress, but it does seems to be so slow, really. And it's not Madeline choosing not to speak and choosing not to be difficult, because, I mean, she can be stroppy, she can be all these things. And I don't want that to get in the way of people seeing that actually it isn't her choice, she's stuck.
And I don't know what to do.